Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Bargain Trader. Today I'm going to tell you about the how to connect to the Kite Connect and how to do basic connectivity through the Kite Connect platform, like how you can use it, how what is the basics requirements needed to make a connection, and how you can execute your orders. So I would be making a subsequent series here. First, I will try to make help you in making a basic connection. So what we need to do, just we need to go to Kite Connect, and if I search Kite Connect on Google, so you would be this link would come, like this is kite.trade. So I click on this. So you need to sign in. When you sign in, you need to create an app, so you can go through that process. Like this is how you can give the app name, and what is your ID, and this is something you, if icon you want to put, any description, and all these necessary fields. So this you can connect, and as you know, they are taking 2000 rupees for 30 days for the simple API to which just give you a functionality, like you can get the LTP, that is latest trading price of an asset. And apart from that, you can just get the OHLC data, and you can just find this all this stuff here, which I'm going to just show you. This is that point. So basically, coming back to the topic, like what we need to do. So this is the URL you need, and basically what you need to do, you just need to copy this, and you just need to paste it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paste it here, and the API key, which is here, this key, I'm going to just copy it, and once I copy it, I will paste it here. So this is the basic thing you need to do. And when I'm going to hit it, so it is going to ask for the password. So for password, what I'm going to do, what I'm just going to put my password here, and then the pin. And now you can see, you can get this request token here. So this request token, you need to put it in the your Python. So what I'm going to do, I will tell you the necessary steps. Just I'm going to show you right now what is I'm going to do. I'm going to just generate a session here. So this is how I'm putting my request token here. From this token, I will get a access token. So this is how I'm going to run it. So just forget this code, because it is coming, because there are so many. Uh, I'm running this code here, that buy and sell, and which can't happen right now. And also the this token which you are seeing, this is a previously I've fed it here. So I have got a new token now. So this is I'm going to show you. This API has responded in this. So this is my access token. So what I can do, like what I've done through in my postgeroda.py, what I've done, I have used this token here. This is the form in which you can use it. And what we need to do is that we need to place this token here. So I'm going to put it here. And what I'm going to do, it's a basically like it's importing PyMongo and the request module and time module. So I'm connecting to the MongoDB, just a simple line code. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the data of 1 second duration. So every times the it will hit the Jaruda server, and it will take the quote of all these. Berger Paint is there, NSC Bata India, and each and every, like there is a limit of like around 500 scripts for which you can find the OHLC data. So what I'm going to do is, like I'm going to fire a get type of request, and these are the three parameters which need to be sent there. Authorization is there, and all these things. And here I am inserting that data in the DB. And once the data is there, I will going to show you. Just I am put a break here, just because I don't want this data is to be repeated again and again. So I'm just going to run it, and later I will show you the data there. So This is how it's going to run. So you can see like the data is coming and it is showing me the timestamp also. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open my compass, and in this compass I'm going to find the data. Like, see, now data is here. You can see the all data like uh, with this timestamp is there. This is a search query which I have done. Like, I'm going to delete it, and now you can see in the database there is no data. If I search on this query, so again I'm going to hit just to for demo purpose, like how it is going to work and how it is happening. So like again I'm going to find it, and now you can see the data is there. So in the real time, you can get the data because I think 1 second data is enough for the trading decisions to be made, and even the 1 minute data is enough if you're not doing some very different kind of trading. I think so you can work upon this, and you can like also connect to like I have connected. So this is the basic setup. So what is required for this setup? That is what I'm going to tell you. So basically, what you need is I went to there. You can need to go to the settings, and in settings, you need to install a package. Like, you can go here and you can install a package. So I need to install Kite. So Kite Connect is the, so this is one is there. So you can install this package. This is already installed in my repository. So I'm going to just show you. Let's go to the KKK. Where is the Kite Connect? Yeah, this is 3.92 version. So this is there, and that's why I'm able to run it. And now here it is not. It's my simple. I'm connecting through the uh, REST API. But you can use this also, which I have used here, like in the kiteconnect.py. So here I have used that Kite Connect. This is simple programming. You can get it on the GitHub section of the I mean of the Zerodha, where the definition of these all are there. You can just put it here. So this way you can just make, like I have make some few functions for my use. Like, I have a buy order market where I have a Kite transaction of the type buy, and order is the market type. So there are different order type market. So this very good library in which you can find all the, I mean, all what you want to use. You can find that. So you don't need to go to the unnecessary what the step I have taken. Like I have done a different kind of thing. Like, I am hitting the API. So if I, because I need all of them in the in a single request. So similarly, you can also do the same thing here also. So you need to just pass a list here. If you're going to pass a list, so actually I've made that code. Yeah, you can see like this code is here. So I'm just going to decomment it. This is how it is done. So here you can see like you can make a list here, and then you can get the LTP of the list, whole list. So that would be again a data type. You can just print the type, and you can find out like what's the data type, and similarly you can use that. So that is all required. If there are any questions related to the algorithms or anything you want, I would be able to answer your queries. If it is possible for me, I will definitely give you a few suggestions, or even would, if you need some, if you want to give some feedback, then it's open. So thank you guys for watching this video. I would be going to come with some another video. I have a I mean the it is ready, but the point is I want to don't mix all the topics again. And the point is what I'm going to cover is like in the Zerodha, if you can see, like you get the data of historical plus the plus the that your if you need to go what I'm going to tell you here, just go through this doc. So this is the basic I mean to say get, put, and request type, and response structure which you're going to receive. So going to understand like what all we can request through the server, right? And what a response we are getting. So once you are done with this, So what I'm going to planning is to make the candle data. So I have done that also, but I will cover it in a separate video. That what it does is like it takes the all data tick by second by second, and then it convert into a 5 minute candle or 1 minute candle. So that is I have created. I will demo it in another video. Thanks guys for the watching this, and if you like this video, please like it and please subscribe to the Bargain Trader. Thank you.